Hello everybody, this is PD at Bergzerk Arcade at bergzerkarcade.com, and today we're going to be unboxing the 2011 iMac. Now the 2011 iMac does come in two different sizes. There's a 21.5 inch and a 27 inch. This unboxing will be for the 27 inch. So the iMac we're going to be looking at today is a 27 inch iMac. It's a 3.4 gigahertz quad-core Intel Core i7 processor. We've only got the 4 gigabytes of RAM, simply because we have a 16 gig kit we're going to be adding after. Now we did opt for the 1 terabyte SATA drive plus the 256 gigabyte solid state drive, just because we actually wanted a solid state drive in this machine for a little bit more oomph. And we also went with the AMD Radeon HD 697M video card, and we did get the extra 1 gig of RAM with it, so it's a 2 gig RAM. We added a magic trackpad to this iMac simply because we like to use a 3-button mouse because we like that center mouse button. But we also like to have the access to the gestures that the OS X provides, so this seemed to be a perfect combination for us. Now we picked up the Apple wireless keyboard because, well, no cables is better, and we actually have cabled keyboards, so if we actually need access to that number pad, we can just plug one of those keyboards in for the time we use it. And since I've been using my other iMac, I find I've maybe plugged it into the other keyboard that has the number pad, maybe probably less than 1% of the time I'm actually using the Mac, so wireless seems to be good. The batteries last a really long time in the keyboard, as opposed to their mouse I found would go through them pretty quick. But anyway, this also includes the accessory kit, which I'm really not sure what exactly is the accessory kit. You no longer get DVDs with your order. You do still get your stickers, some documentation. You do get batteries for everything that requires batteries. And that's pretty much it for the accessory kit. Now that I've managed to read off all of the specs that are on the box, let's go ahead and actually open this box up. So we'll get out the old trusty pocket knife here, and well, let's just cut the tape that's holding it together. And we'll open this up. And there we go. Now first thing you'll want to take out is usually the keyboard. Or this could be referred to as the accessories possibly, but we'll notice inside we do have a keyboard, and let me flip this. We have the keyboard and the magic trackpad here. All nice and shiny and brand new. And this also comes with some documentation, and as you notice, it doesn't actually include any CDs anymore. But you still have your Apple stickers. So I'm going to go ahead, we'll close this up and set it to the side. And if you take a notice here, the styrofoam, that the packing material that it comes with is broken quite a bit. But the iMac inside is actually okay. So let's just go ahead, we'll just pull all this broken styrofoam out, and let's get the actual machine out. So looking down inside, I can actually see the little pieces of styrofoam that are actually broken and just kind of like sitting there on the bottom. And this is actually going to make a little bit of a mess on my desk because there's going to be a lot of this little broken pieces of styrofoam everywhere, but that's fine. It did its job. It got the Mac here safely. There's no scratches, no dings, and everything seems to be working fine. Alright, so we got the iMac actually out of the box, and it comes with the biggest bag of candy I've ever seen in one of these things. And of course, you know, it also comes with its power cable. Now, I'm not really sure how long this cable is. It's probably about, what, 4 feet, I guess. So let's go ahead and get this first layer of wrapping off of our brand new little toy here. You just simply break the seal at the back, peel it down, and then you can just lift it right off. I often refer to this as the protective condom. And of course we have the nice little shiny plastic on the actual machine itself that keeps it safe as well. So we'll go ahead, we'll peel this off. It's a little sticky around the edges. This type of stuff comes on a lot of different electronics. I'm sure everyone's experienced it. So we'll just peel this right off, and we can see the nice shiny glossy finish on the iMac itself. Now that we have it open, let's go ahead and take a look at all the different ports and everything else that's on this iMac. This iteration of the iMac has updated its camera to an HD camera. It now records in 720p, and as you notice when you are recording, you get a little green light that comes on. Right above the HD camera on the top of the iMac is where you're going to find your built-in mic. Along the right-hand side of your iMac is where you're going to find the two usual slots you've come accustomed to. The top one is for, well, your DVD burner, and the second one is for your SD memory card slot. Now the ports on the back of your iMac are pretty much the exact same, with the exception that they've now added two Thunderbolt ports instead of the one display port. So starting from left to right, we have your headphone jack, your digital audio in, 4 USB 2.0 ports, a FireWire 800 port, your two ultra-fast 10 gigabits a second Thunderbolt ports, and your Ethernet port. Now towards the top on the back of your iMac, you'll find the usual slot that allows your iMac to vent the heat from inside, as well as the black plastic Apple logo that allows the Wi-Fi signal to be sent through. And tucked away hidden behind the stand on your iMac, you're going to find the only intake for your iMac, the port to plug in your power cable, so, well, you've got power to your iMac, and right below that we have the small Kensington lock system if you wish to use it. Along the bottom of your iMac, you're going to find this little grill system. Now on each side, there's a speaker that will actually project the sound out of your iMac and bounce it off of your desk towards you. And right in the center, you're also going to find a little port here with 3 screws. This is where you're going to be adding your additional memory, and there's up to 4 slots in there for additional memory. So I've booted the iMac up for the first time, and the only application I've actually added to this, besides the applications that come by default, is my screen recorder, which in this case is ScreenFlow 3. So let's take a look at the specs of this iMac. Now we have a processor that's running at 3.4 gigahertz Intel Core i7. We still only have 4 gigabytes of RAM, simply because we haven't actually got around to putting the kit in yet. I just wanted to make sure everything was running fine here before I went ahead and put the kit in. And of course my startup disk is my Macintosh HD. So let's go ahead and click More Info. And we'll notice here it brings us to a new pane in Lion. And again, it pretty much does the exact same information here. Our processor speed, the amount of memory we have. It does tell us the graphics card, which is our AMD Radeon HD 6970M with 2 gigs of RAM. I've gone ahead and blanked out my serial number. And of course, the software that I'm currently running. Now, if we look down a little bit further, we'll notice that there's already 5 software updates. And if we go ahead and click on that, it'll actually go ahead and download these updates for us. Now let's go ahead and click on the Displays tab, and we'll notice that it just brings up another panel that tells us, well, basically how big our monitor is, which is, well with the iMac, the main display, and what the native resolution is, and also the video card once again. So clicking on the Storage tab will show us both of our hard drives and also our super drive as well. So notice here that I actually have a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is named Macintosh HD2, and my solid state drive, which is named Macintosh HD. Now the applications that came with it do take up 240 gigs of space. That also includes the operating system and the one application I installed, which I don't believe is that big. Now clicking on the memory tab will show us exactly how much memory we have installed and also what's installed in which slot. And as you can see here, we actually have 4 slots. Well, that concludes the unboxing of our iMac. Now I'm going to go ahead and power this down and stick some more RAM in here, then fire it back up and see exactly how this baby's going to run compared to the other one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, you pig! What did you do? I just see you! Was he